that announcement. No, I have to bring up the CEO and co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, the one and only Nikisa Badarian, to make this very special announcement. Nikisa.
Thank you, Ariel. Thank you to the media who's here today in person, and to everybody watching at home. And a big thank you to Madison Square Garden for hosting us and their unwavering support for women's sports. I've always believed that anything is possible. Today it is made possible by Ronda Rousey, who proved that a female fighter can be as impactful as her male counterparts. Equally, today is made possible by Amanda Serrano, who took a risk to be the first athlete to sign to MVP, and then proceeded to use the platform provided to her to show the world how exciting women's boxing is. And of course, today is not possible without the amazing women and men that work at MVP and their collective conviction in women's sports and women's boxing and its amazing athletes. When Jake and I started MVP 4 years ago, we had a vision to create a brand that represented the best in the sport of boxing every single time that we put on an event. World championship fight after world championship fight. And now, we are finally in a position to do that. I am thrilled to announce the launch of MVPW, the global home of women's boxing. Women's boxing was, and in many instances still is, an afterthought for legacy promoters, new boxing promoters alike. But where they see challenges, we see opportunity. And today, opportunity takes center stage with a massive step forward as we bring women's boxing to the worldwide leader in sports in a multi-year agreement. The best fighters in the world, one brand, led by incredible women who have amazing stories, who dedicated their life to boxing. Welcome to MVPW, live on ESPN.
They're always telling women what we can or cannot do. They say you can't be a beauty and a beast. They say I'm sort of David to put up a fight.
They say I can't be fierce.
They think I'm sweet. They're gonna find out. They say I'm too busy to be a world champion.
Best boxers on the planet. Championship fights, non-stop action. Every single fight. Representing 14 countries. 14 reigning world champions, all ready to defend their titles. And prove who is truly the most elite boxer on earth. MVPW on ESPN, the greatest female fighters the world has ever seen.
That is right. Boxing is back on ESPN, and it was MVPW that brought boxing back to the worldwide leader in sports. MVP has entered a landmark multi-year agreement with ESPN, establishing ESPN as the U.S. home of MVPW with events through 2028. The partnership will deliver a mix of linear and streaming distribution, with the majority of events airing on ESPN's flagship channels. Let me give you some of the particulars. MVPW 1 debuts Sunday, April 5th in beautiful London, England, featuring Caroline Dubois versus Terry Harper and Ellie Stotney versus Mayeli Flores, streaming live in the United States on ESPN Digital as the first event under the new agreement. Then, MVPW 2 will be the inaugural US event, taking place Friday, April 17th, live on ESPN Linear from right here at Madison Square Garden at the Infosys Theater. The event will be headlined by the 10 3-minute round unified world title defense from the one and only Alicia Baumgartner versus Bomi Ray Shin, with a unified world title defense from Shadeja Green versus Lonnie Daniels, the co-main event. Tickets for MVPW 2 are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com, and then I can also tell you MVPW 3 is already set for Saturday, May 30th, featuring Stephanie Hahn versus Holly Holm 2 for the WBA Lightweight World Title in El Paso, Texas, live on ESPN. And so now, city of the world with some of the greatest fighters, regardless of gender in the world. Look at this. Look at all this gold up here. It's unbelievable. It's actually taking my breath away. And I want to start with you, Amanda. MVP's first signing. When you